So you've been playing Hell Let Loose, been playing for what, an hour and a half? You finish your game, you've won or you're lost, you've had an epic battle, and then at the end of it, you're presented with what's pretty much a spreadsheet after 90 minutes worth of play. And yes, while this spreadsheet may give you combat stats, support, defense, all these numbers which you don't really know how you've got them, I've thought about something different they could do, something to award individual players or squads with, well, little awards essentially, to maybe to show what these individual players or what these squads, how well they played, which helped you win potentially the game. Like the guy who built the most garrisons, the guy who was the best engineer. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail of what I think they can do with these awards, but to sort of show what these awards are and to give them to players, they're going to need to change essentially the end game of the game. So I've put together a little idea of what they could do at the end of a game. So I'll just play that for you now. What? How did that last one get on there? Oh well, I guess you might as well just subscribe, right? Now, this whole idea started from a discussion I had recently on a stream where I was speaking to the viewers about stuff they can do, and really the originator of the idea came from a guy called Friarduck. Now, Friarduck is ex-Australian military and a Twitch streamer. Check him out on Twitch. His link will be down in the description below. He's also a military historian, so during his streams he'll actually go into like historical detail of weapons and equipment, maybe even locations, so it's well worth a follow to his Twitch channel. But his idea was about these like awards you could give people at the end of the game, and it is quite a video gamey idea, but I think just giving this little bit of extra like award, which you could give people extra experience, you could put achievements behind it of how many awards you get, maybe even link it to certain cosmetics, you know, nothing too outlandish, maybe just like a more of a battle worn uniform, or you know, just something which you could give to the player who, I don't know, is maybe the best anti-tank player for 10 rounds, and he gets this different anti-tank uniform which he could wear for each of the 3 forces. Just something to show that, you know, this guy is a damn good like anti-tank player. There's some examples of the awards people could get. Yes, there's the individual best role awards, like the best sniper, which could go down to just how many kills they got. I know recon squads tend to move around and take out nodes and garrisons, but you could say that could be on the spotter maybe. A best engineer, I mean, I guess for these role awards you could add up their combined score, but for the roles you would need to look at what is expected of those roles. So for like engineer, you would add up their total score, but also take into account how many nodes they built, how many resources they generated, you know, the tank repairs they did, the fortifications they built, just so it's not literally the highest score, it's a combination of score plus role duties. That might be a good way to say it, you know, what's expected of that role, because like an anti-tank guy could have an insane game, taking out loads of infantry, capturing, defending locations, and take out 0 tanks. So you need to take into account how many tanks and vehicles they destroyed. You could easily have a best squad award, which probably would go down to the total score of that squad, again with like a tank crew or artillery crew. But also you should award individual actions like the most garrisons built, because sometimes in that one game, it could literally be 1 or 2 guys going around the entire map just building up your garrisons, and they should be recognized and awarded for that. And again, your garrison hunters, which could fall to the recon squad, but also if you have that really offensive squad or like a commando unit, sometimes I'm seeing now small infantry squads just going around behind enemy positions looking for those garrisons to destroy them, which then frees up the recon to go take out artillery. So I think there's a lot they could do with this system to, you know, award those best performing squads and best performing players. I think it would add maybe a bit more of an incentive to fulfill your role's duties, such as squad leaders should be expected to build garrisons and commanders, and then award those people that may have that outstanding game where they go around and just destroy loads of tanks, or maybe that one guy who's been on artillery and just absolutely demolished the entire team, what, once or twice over, getting 100 or like 150 kills. I think this sort of system, like an award system, yeah, like I said before, it is very video gamey, but I think it's better than just looking at a spreadsheet essentially at the end of an hour and a half, maybe more, depending on if it's offensive mode, or less if you finish the game quicker, of course. But I think it's better than, yeah, just some stats which no one's really quite sure how you actually get these individual scores. I think some people may have broken them down, you know, getting a kill against a certain role is worth X amount of score, but yeah, it's just a spreadsheet of information, and I think this would be better. Do I think this would come to Hell Let Loose? Probably not. The game is out. Maybe they could look to bring it into Hell Let Loose 2. Yeah, they could probably bring it into Hell Let Loose 1. Yeah, who knows? But we know Black Matter only has a certain amount of time before their development contract ends, so yeah, maybe they'll actually use that to develop new content instead of just, you know, stuff like this. But I kind of like this idea. Now, I'm not proposing they use the sort of end screen montage that I put together. It's just something I sort of slapped together to get my idea across. But let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel for more Hell Let Loose gameplay tips, guides, streams where I'd like to play with people from my stream. Give this video a like, and thank you for watching.